Answering questions, answering questions, answering questions. That's what we are going to do. It looks like there are 3 questions in one statement here, which I got from LinkedIn, and I want to answer it so that, just in case you have the same questions, these are the answers to them. Now, someone wrote, clean, edited, repaired, and polished, or raw audio. As both a voiceover artist and a producer, I have 2 ways of answering this. As the producer, I would prefer my talents to send in their raw recording. And when I say raw recording, I mean without any kind of severe EQs in there or heavily compressed audio, like it's really punching in there, because it kind of ruins whatever settings I may have. It might not work. That's why I prefer raw audio. Now, if you're a newbie and you hear raw audio, you're going to be like,
oh, then I'll just record and just send it over.
No, I want you to clean out all of the mistakes, all of the gaps, and just give me the takes without adding any, severe EQ or compressing in there. Now, about any kind of noise cancellation, I would advise not to. That one I'm against. Okay, you can put a little EQ in there, no compressing, and definitely no noise cancellation because it still affects the quality of the original raw audio. As a voiceover artist myself, I have different kinds of clients. I have some clients who like my EQ and my little compression in there and a little noise cancellation or a little noise reduction in there. And I have clients who like that because apparently they don't like or they don't have the kinds of plugins that I have. I also have some production studios who like it raw as hell. Raw as hell. Like a baby's behind. Okay, they want it like that. So it depends on you, on the type of client that you have. For my clients, I have those who want it raw, cleaned, and those who want a little EQ, a little compression, and some noise reduction. So it really depends. The second question to the statement: do you want a talent to send you studio polished auditions or raw audio so you know what you will be getting? I ask this because I saw a service someone was offering to clean and polish audio before sending in the audition. I think I've already answered the first part of that second question. This person's service, I remember a time that I was doing audiobook narration, and that's really long and heavy, man. I understand if someone was offering that service because not all voiceover artists, voice actors, want to clean their own audio. Well, some seasoned narrators edit on the fly or edit while they're recording. There are some who edit or clean after, which is a hell of a lot of work to do. And I understand why someone would offer that as a service because that's long, man. If you're doing you're talking about, I remember doing the session I did for that audiobook was 10 hours and that's finished. Usually when you're doing the raw session, it's double or triple the amount of time. So I was looking at 20 to 30 hours. I pity the soul who cleaned that up. That's the second part of the question. Now, the third, and this is really crucial. Would you be upset if you got an amazing audition and then rough garbage after booking the client? I'm looking at it like the audition was great, but when the client was like, hey, I like this guy or this person, and during the session, that wasn't what they got. It was a totally different setting altogether because maybe the settings changed, maybe the recording space changed. Remember, if you're submitting an audition, whatever space settings that you did on that audition, you have to stay true to that because that is what the client is looking for. Let's say you recorded in a closet, a padded closet, or not even a padded closet, just in front of an open closet and not a treated room, and the client chose that. That's the setting you should go for. If you give an audition that was, let's say, in a recording studio, and then they chose you, and then the next time you submit the session or during your directed session, all you have is just an open space because let's say you went on vacation. No, big no. that is a big turnoff to clients because you're not living up to the promise you gave in that audition. And you might get blacklisted by that client or that production studio, which you don't want. Whatever your audition was, you got to stay true to that, okay? If you made a promise, you need to stick to it. Anyways, I hope it helps. Good luck.